Happy New Year. And boy, has 2018 come in with a bang. I hope you're keeping as warm as you possibly can in this frigid cold weather. As we approach a new year, there's always lots of different emotions that people have regarding what lies ahead. Some people look at the new year with great excitement at all the different adventures someone may have and all the opportunities that may come into their lives. Other people look at it with kind of a bit of discouragement, thinking over the past year and everything that hasn't gone well, and thinking those same things are just going to continue in the new year. Some people look at the new year with a little bit of uneasiness, not quite sure what the year is going to bring into their life, and they get real nervous about that, and they're not quite sure how they should think about what God may have in store for them. They're just very uneasy. I'm not sure where you fall in relation to your emotions when it comes to this year, but I do want to encourage you with one thought, and that is this. As you approach the new year, I want to try to encourage you to do so with a singular focus. And what I mean by that is this. I want you to look at this year and to maybe break it into four parts, each with one singular focus. For instance, number one, I'd like for you to pick one book of the Bible to study this year. Make it your focus of the year, just one book, and maybe go out and get some good Bible study materials to help you work through that book of the Bible. There's plenty of them out there, but just pick one book and make that your study this year. Get into it and learn what it is that God has for you through that book. I'd also encourage you, secondly, to pick one ministry to get involved with this year. Maybe you are already involved in a ministry, and that's great. And so I would encourage you, whatever ministry it is that you're involved, to keep going at it as strong as you can. But if you're not involved in a ministry, pick one. Just start with one and say, where is it do I feel that God could use me the most? And then get involved. Ask one of us on staff here and say, what's one place that God could use me, and then get plugged in and give your whole effort to it and see what God might do with you. Third, I would say pick one Christ follower who you might be able to invest your life in, who you might be able to disciple and encourage and lift up throughout the year. Make them your focus. Make them your project, so to speak. Be a discipler of others. That's what we've been called to do, to make disciples. And to do that, we need to invest in people's lives. And so pick one Christ follower who you might be able to spend some time with and invest in and encourage and see them grow up in their faith. And then finally, I would encourage you with this. Pick one unbeliever. One unbeliever in your life, whoever that may be, who you will consistently pray for throughout the year, who you will try to invite to church at different occasions, and who you will even try to have a conversation about the gospel of Jesus Christ with them. Who's that unbeliever in your life? Is it a family member? Is it a coworker? Is it a neighbor? Is it a friend? Pick one, just one, and start by praying for them, and then begin to find ways in which you can do stuff with them, invite them to church, and ultimately share the gospel with them. I'm excited about 2018. I believe God has some great things in store for us as a ministry. I think God has some great things in store for you, but try to be singular focused. Don't worry about so many things. Try to focus on one book of the Bible. Try to focus on one ministry. Try to focus on one Christ follower. Try to focus on one unbeliever, and have a great new year.